But that's why I say, at the end of the day, I am deserving of cause there's been plenty of times I could have spoke and I neglected to speak up. And regardless, these people around here, they try to make me seem like I'm the devil. I'm the best fucking friend they got. Who else trying to tell you straight up truth and wake your ass up? Not afraid to tell the truth. Nobody, these motherfuckers, they listen, man. And they try to do stuff to get me to fear them. Why would I fear you? You can't even be yourself. You're a grown ass man and you can't even be yourself. But the reason I say I deserved every bit of this, and I'm speaking on not necessarily what these people doing around my house, but even them, because I've been getting too many signs, yo, stop trusting these people. And I did. And I don't associate or bother them or nothing. I don't mess with them like that. I stay to myself. You know? That's the only reason they could kind of do what they did out here. Cause people like really knew me. It'd be no way you could even get away with this in the slightest way. These people don't know me at all. So that's why they could perpetrate. But man, when you become a friend of the creator, whatever words you want to call them, I'm not talking about just believe, even though some people possess it with just believing. And they put words in your head and in your mouth. And you don't tell the people, they're not just for you. That's a cardinal sin, man. And I get it. When I see, when you turn on the news, you see people getting killed over this or that, or people in certain situations, and you kind of got the answers that could have prevented them from being in them situations, or in my case, when you just looking at death, and you really could say something and change the minds of these people, sometimes it's going to get to a point where as though you're going to turn on the news and you're going to start taking some responsibility. Like, I'm a part of that problem because I'm not a part of the solution. In my community, not in this community I'm in, but in the communities I grew up in, every day, man, we looking and in our minds, we just fucking numbers. We like, yo, is this gonna be my day? You seeing the murder rate, you know, all these so amount of people a year, and you're like, yo, you kind of looking forward to death. And are people just stuck in this mindset, man? And you can do something about it. I have been trying to do stuff about it. I've been damn sure, and even the money I get, I put my money where my fucking mouth is, and I put myself through a lot of stress, you know, trying. I ain't tried hard enough, though. And, you know, I went back into music, which is one of my I left that alone for a long time. But I went back to it because most of the youth, tried to go back to it. I'm still trying to work my way back into it. But most of the youth, that's where they head at, right? And I felt as though this could be one of my rides. This could be one of my tools I use to get to them and to get a message out here and to make it big, because I'm great at it. I'm like one of the best in the world. No, but no joking, I'm like one of the best in the world. Seriously. And I sacrificed it because I felt as though I wasn't giving the right impression to my little brothers. You know, once you find stuff in this world to love more than yourself, you'll become a better man almost immediately. Once you find stuff to love more than yourself, you'll become a better man. But for me, it was always my little brothers. I basically raised them. I got multiple people named after me, man. Like, I'm a young man doing these things. I got multiple people named after me. But I always loved my little brothers, the animals, and wanted to make a change in society, man. And I just felt as though, even though I don't feel as though that music is wrong, if that music is wrong, then the movies and everything is wrong. All of that shit gotta go out of the window. If I can't express art, draw a picture with words, if I can't do that, then everything gotta go. You can't tell me I can't draw a picture with words, but you're able to make a real visual picture and mine's is worse than yours. Like, come on. And then you use my words for the soundtrack and stuff like that, for the background, for the so it's not wrong, but well, it depends on who's want to say it. But the thing is, I just wanted to be a better example. I didn't want, once I had seen my little brothers coming up and getting indulged in it, I'm like, nah, I don't really want this for my brothers. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to be a Marine, and one of my brothers followed me in that. I trained him most of the time. You know, so they watching me and they want to be what I'm being. I'm in the street, so I'm making a couple dollars, this, that, and the third, dressing up. I start looking at myself like, oh, what am I doing? I'm making slaves. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to do that, right? And this is just how I go. And guess what, man? I lost a lot of fame because I always been like a celebrity everywhere the fuck I go. I draw attention. It's inevitable. Like, even out here, man, I stay in a fucking house. But, you know, you people love or hate me. I'm like a fucking celebrity. And I'm like y'all I'm y'all savior. Yo, I'm y'all savior whether you like it or not. They always say God chooses who he that's it's a reason that was said. Just look at it. These people weren't working together like this before I came out here. And rather, I didn't want to do this. I stayed in the house. Like I always say, I'd be sitting there laughing. Chris Tucker Joe, I'd be like, I was drinking Kool-Aid, eating cornbread and shit. Minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go messing with nobody. I ain't go out here on a promotion tip. But I'm like a celebrity. I can't help it. I wish I could. I try to stay under the radar. I don't even get dressed. I put on the most ridiculous shit. Like, don't even fucking bother me. Stay away. Stay over there. That's where I'm at with humanity. Like, seriously. Like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck about your money. I don't give a fuck about nothing but my family and doing and leaving my mark on this world any way I can. But as far as what y'all got going on, all the games y'all play, I don't give a fuck about none of them. on none of y'all. And it is there. So it's not only white people, but I'm at the point I can't trust my own people. Cause they on some coon and shit too. And then it's a big percentage of them that don't give a fuck about the struggle. They just use it for their own benefits. And that shit disgusts me. It disgusts me. Like, our people die, man. Like, you got people, it's people right now, and I was one of them, that try to sleep they self to fucking sleep. Not about abuse that's going on to them, but cause they see your fucking condition. And they know what condition, and then you look what you do to our fight. Look what you do to our fight. You got these niggas around here that really had the audacity to look at me, the person who haven't did not one thing to none of these people, and act like I'm making it bad for them from speaking on my truth. You can't disprove it. I can prove it. So why would you ever come against me? If you see your brother in distress, what would be the right thing to do? Yo, bro, what's going on? You all right? Everything all right? It's not what they do. They start looking and scheming on ways where as though they can make it their own benefit. That's what they do. And it's not new. But it really is time for that shit to go to bed, man. That ideology gots to go. And it's easy for us to do. And truthfully, we've been doing it. So where we at today, they gotta hide it. You can't do shit. This is how you know you really had, you got fake power. Cause you can't do it in the open. You can't be true to yourself. Me, I can be true to myself and I stand on every fucking word. I don't care what it is. I stand on it. I'm 100% me. And you can't do nothing about it. But guess what? When you lie, how you feel like a man? I mean, about you. Everybody tell a little we not talking about that. You know what we talking about. As a man, and you can't lie to yourself. You can't do that. It's impossible. So how you feel comfortable? I'm not. You don't. You miserable. You try to make it seem like you got power, but you got false power. And guilt alone will destroy you. You're weak. That makes you weak. Don't make you strong. But I damn sure, man, it's been some beautiful lessons for me. Beautiful lessons. See, a lot of people, they get depressed and go through all this stuff and be, oh, why don't people like me? Or why don't... Look, if people don't like you, you probably doing something good. You probably doing something right. I feel like Jesus. How can this man come out here and just draw all this attention? And it's not new. It's like I just draw attention. Even when I don't want, I'm just being naturally me. beautiful, man. And guess what? The power of being good. I'm gonna do a whole lecture on it though. But see, the beautiful thing is, if these people had a bunch of bad shit they can use about me, I would be destroyed. But the power of doing good, man. I changed so many people's lives. I did so much good for people on a regular. You'll never be able to destroy me. You just make it worse for yourself. See, when you got a little small community like this, it's easy to make shit look big. Make it look big. This is a big world, baby. And you're a small fry. You're a small fry in it. I don't care what position you have. It's a position that's been given to you. You ain't been appointed by the Creator. For what I'm doing, I tell you straight up to your face, I've been appointed by the Creator of this whole world. Worlds. I'm not just a believer. I know the Creator. I have a relationship with the Creator. I'm a friend of the Creator. And we ain't always the best of, we always the best of friends. But we got a rough relationship just like every other relationship. But I don't just believe in them. I know them. And I'm a friend of them. So I don't need no friends here. I don't need approval here. I've experienced some things that men men live multiple lifetimes haven't experienced. That only certain men could even speak about. So nah, I'm not a believer. I'm a knower. And I'm not religious. I'm a friend of the living God, the Creator. But I'm gonna end this before it get too long. So I will say this. I will say this. I don't give a fuck who you know. I don't give a fuck who you go get. And that's why. It's not because I'm a tough guy. It's not because this, that, and the third. That's the reason. Bye.